In your role right now, are there constantly opportunities for you to meet with executives, have meetings with them, have collaborations with them, and you're just wondering what's the best way to communicate? Or maybe you're thinking about you yourself becoming an executive. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you a very simple framework that you can implement right now to help you be effective anytime you are speaking in front of executives. So it's a beautiful day outside. Let's go for a walk, and I'd share with you the framework. And if you have a notepad in front of you, take notes. I'm sharing with you a framework on effective communication with executives, but what is a framework? I want to make sure that we are on the same page. When it comes to framework, what a framework is some sort of a conceptual structure that acts as a guide when you're building something that's useful in the marketplace. So when you think of, for example, in architecture, you have a framework that informs the building of something useful, right? Buildings, houses, and so on. And it's not just in architecture, in business as well. You have frameworks to operate and to build businesses that provide value in the marketplace, that build towards something useful. And the same thing is true in your career when it comes to developing communication skills, speaking effectively as well, so that you can step up into higher levels of leadership. There needs to be a framework there as well, so you can build towards something useful, which means building skill sets, a career path, right, towards utility in your specific marketplace. So I want to share with you a framework, and really this framework consists of three key elements, right? Three elements. And by the way, if this topic is of interest to you, give me a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to my channel as well. Ring that bell so that you can be notified every single week that I release videos. I release videos every week on topics like this and so much more. Okay, so the framework which consists of three elements. And the first element is mindset. Mindset. I know that mindset is kind of like a buzzword these days on the internet, online. People are always talking about mindset, but what exactly is it? Is it meditation? Is it affirmation? Is it a morning routine? Is it any of these things? And the essence of it is you could be doing affirmations, you could be doing meditations, but that's not what I'm at, right? I'm all about sharing principles of helping you to achieve what's most important to you, right? So I'm not here to share tactical information. I'm sharing real proven principles to help you achieve what is most important to you. So the essence of mindset is really the beliefs and attitudes that you have towards something. So when it comes to your communication, your speaking, what are your attitudes towards it? For example, is your attitude that you just want to shy away from the limelight? You just want to quickly get done and leave so that you are out of that uncomfort zone, the discomfort zone, right? And what are your beliefs around your speaking? Do you believe it's not possible for you? Do you believe that, for example, you have limitations around your capabilities? Or is there a part of you that believes that you don't deserve to be an executive or that you're not good enough, right? So these beliefs and attitudes make up the essence of your mindset. And when it comes to the framework of speaking effectively in front of executives so that you don't feel freer without the fear of speaking in front of them, the mindset piece is important. But keep in mind that mindset alone is insufficient. If you have the right mindset, let's say that you really do believe it's possible for you, and you really do see that you deserve it, and you have something important to say, and the executives need to hear it. If your mindset is on the right step, it is aligned with your chief aim, it is aligned with the goals you have set forward, just having a mindset is not enough. There's two more elements that are key to this framework. Element number two, the second element is method. Method, what is method? It is really a strategy or approach into communicating and speaking in an optimal way. Because let's face it, when you are in front of executives, you want to be optimized in the way that you present your ideas or share yourself or to share your recommendations. So method is your strategy and your approach. And most of the time when it comes to these meetings or presentations, most people don't have a method. Or they have a method that they have just reached on the internet or through reading books or some sort of articles or other videos that they've been watching. And their method is a little bit too basic. For example, methods that focus on improving your English language, or that focus primarily on vocabulary words, learning 5 new words a day, or maybe methodologies that focus more on the mechanics of speaking, like pronunciation and enunciation. But let's face it, when you're at this level of your career, when you have seniority, when you have successes already, and you're presenting in front of executives, at this level of your career, you already have those methods. You already have those strategies. It's not about the mechanics of speaking. It's not about English grammar. You're already at the level when you are expected to be in the room, in the circle of executives, which means that the methods that maybe you're focusing on are too basic. So that's why in my coaching program, I focus on the strategies and approaches to help you share your genuine and proven and tried and tested principles on how you achieve the success that you have achieved in your career path so far. And when you share your principles, this is what's most impactful in front of executives. Right? So this is not about sharing your methodology or your processes, because chances are executives at that level, when they want to hear from you or when they want to hear your ideas or your recommendations moving forward, they're not there for the minutia. They're definitely not there for your processes and your methodologies. They want to understand your principles. Right? So if you are somebody who's serious about how do I take this to the next level, because you understand that every week you have meetings and these meetings are fundamental and crucial to position yourself as a leader in your industry, and you want to know how do I articulate better? How do I understand what my principles are? I don't know what they are. I don't know how to articulate them. Then I invite you to book a call with me. And as your coach, I'm going to guide you on how you can articulate your principles, how you can articulate things that are unique to you in a way that really outlines your secret sauce to your success. And when your executives hear this, this is what they hired you for. This is genuinely how you share your truths, your wisdom. Right, so below this video is a link. The first link in the description below is a link that you can book a call with either myself or someone from my team. And it's just literally an exploratory call where we're going to explore what it's like to work together and how I'm going to help you to improve your communications. Only if you're serious about achieving these results for yourself, then book a call, and I look forward to working with you on the inside. And element number 3, the third element, is your motivation. So what is the essence of motivation? I'm not talking about external motivation where you need somebody to keep on reminding you or you need to put it on your calendar, otherwise you're just unmotivated to do it. I'm not talking about the rah, rah, rah out there where you're watching inspirational videos and in that moment it feels so good, but what happens after the next day, it just kind of wears out. I'm talking about genuine intrinsic motivation. This is your power, your push, and your purpose. What does that mean? Your power is your energy. How are you dedicated to this every day? How are you dedicated to communicating to executives, developing those skills, honing your strategies and your approaches as well, and having a solid mindset? Push is your ambitious drive. What is your ambition towards it? Are you genuinely interested and committed to developing this skill set? Are you genuinely wanting to add value to the executives and to your teams as well, and to the company in which you serve? And the final one is your purpose, your true life purpose. Why are you doing this in the first place? What drives you? What is most enthusiastic about you when it comes to showing up in front of these meetings, when it comes to sharing your ideas? What is your true and genuine purpose behind it? That is your motivation. So the 3 elements, this is part of the framework on how to speak to executives without fear, right? It is motivation, it is method, and it is the first one we talked about, which is mindset. And all 3 of them are absolute requirements. You can't have one without the other. You can't have one missing and 2 present, and I'll prove it to you. So let's say that you have the right mindset. You genuinely believe that I deserve to be in this position. You genuinely believe that I am capable of developing this skill set. And you have that attitude, the right attitude towards approaching your executives as well. If you have the right mindset, it is still insufficient to produce the outcome because maybe you don't have the motivation to do it. And so therefore, you're not constantly motivated or inspired from within to work on the skill set. Or if you have the mindset and you don't have the method, right? Maybe you have the motivation, but you don't have the method, which means that you don't know what to do. What's the right approach? What's the right strategy? And so focusing on vocabulary or grammar or basic things like that are still going to help you towards your meaningful goals of being effective in front of executives because the method is incorrect, right? And so all 3 must be present. The method must be there, the intrinsic motivation must be there, and the right mindset as well. So this is the framework on how to step up into leadership in those meetings with executives and have that effectiveness in your communication. So comment below, I want to hear from you. What did you learn from this? What was your biggest takeaway as you were writing notes? And which one of these 3 areas are you committed to improving today? And by the way, if you desire more and you want to know, okay, well, what about my fears in front of executives, right? I still want to know how to overcome that. Then I recently created a video on how to speak up in front of higher ups. so that you can calm the nerves. If you're the kind of person who feels afraid to speak up, even if you know you have something important to say, but there's that fear that's holding you back, then I invite you to watch the next video that's coming up. And in that video, this is where I address how do you speak up if you're afraid to speak up in front of higher ups. So the next video is showing up, and I'll see you there.